All right, so today we're going to be going over this entire review of this test, and then tomorrow you will have your test. Again, you are allowed to use the sheet that has all of your formulas on it with your surface area, lateral area, your volume. Also make sure you've written down the formulas for area of a square, rectangle, parallelogram, and circle and triangle, and you can use those as well. All right, so we're going to start with this worksheet here. At the very top of the page, we are going to all right, so we are going to label these three-dimensional shapes, figures. So the number one is what? Sphere. It is a sphere. Number two is what? Cylinder. Number three, cube. Number four, square, pyramid. Next, rectangular prism. And how about lastly, number six? It is a cone. All right, so you will have to know those. You won't be using your study guide for those tomorrow, only your formula guide, okay? All right, now, let's move on down. Let's look at our first row here, okay? So our first row here, we'll start with number 7. We're finding area of a square, okay? Notice that it is a square because it has all 4 sides are equal. Now, the formula for area of a square is area equals S squared. You have to write your steps. Show your work and write your steps like this. Area equals 20 times 20, right? Or technically you're saying 20 squared, but really you're multiplying them. And so area equals, everyone, 400. We are finding area, so our answer is in centimeters squared, okay? Centimeters squared. Any questions on that one? Let's move on to number 8, okay? What is the formula for an area of a square? Area equals length times width. Area equals 6 times 3. Area equals 18 centimeters squared.
Centimeters? You mean meters, right?
Oh, well, I wrote one as meters and one as centimeters, so
Which one's right?
that's what I get for doing it in it doesn't matter. All right, number 9. This is a parallelogram, and our formula is area equals base times height. So area equals 23.3 times 11. Area equals
255.3? That's what I got.
Anybody else get anything different?
I have 256.3.
That is correct. It's 256.3 square feet. Okay, that's number 9. Now let's go over here to number 10, which is our circle. Okay, so the formula for area of a circle is area equals pi times radius squared. Now, what is pi? 3.14 times the radius is 7 squared. Area equals 3.14 times 49. Area equals 153.86 meters squared. 153.86 meters squared. Okay? Any questions on that one? So if you don't have it, completed. Fill your answers in as we go, okay? 153.86 meters squared. Don't do that, please. Okay, so make sure you fill in your answers if you don't have these completed, okay? Number 11. This is another area of a circle, which is area equals pi times radius squared. And notice how I'm writing my steps. This is how you are to write your steps. Everybody see that? That's why I want you to follow along with me. Area equals 314 centimeters squared. Okay? Make sure you know how to work these. 314 centimeters squared. All right, so area equals pi times radius squared. The more you repeat that formula to yourself when you write it every time, the more it will embed in your brain and you won't forget it. Area equals 3.14 times 1.2 squared. Area equals 3.14 times 1.44. Area equals 4.5216 meters squared. 4.5216 meters squared. Now we're going to find area of a triangle, which your formula is area equals base times height divided by 2. Area equals 8 times 3 divided by 2. Area equals 24 divided by 2. Area equals 12 square feet. Okay? All right, so now let's move on to 14, which is area equals base times height divided by 2 again. Area equals, what is our base? 14. What is our height? 5 divided by 2. Area? You know what? When I solved it as 4 as well. Let's just leave it as 4. Okay? So 20 divided by 2, area equals 10.
So that means all the people
10.
did it right did it wrong?
Yes.
Well, if you did it by 14, it would be 14 times 5. It would be 70 divided by 2, which would be 35 centimeters squared if you did 14.
That's what I got.
Okay. So either way is fine. Okay? Just the purpose is that you know. Quickly. All right, number 15. Area equals pi times radius squared. No, that's circle. What am I doing, guys? Yeah, me neither. Base times height divided by 2. Area equals 4.2 times 9 divided by 2. Area equals 37.8 divided by 2. Area equals 18.9. It's okay if you don't get them all down. It's fine. I'll let you copy them later, okay? All right. So LA equals 2 times the width times height plus 2 times the length times height. Now, this is the lateral area. So LA equals 2 times, what's the width, guys? 8. What's the height? 6 plus 2 times, what's the length?
13.
Times the height? 6. Now, let's go back and multiply. LA equals 2 times 8 is 16 times 3, or times 6 is 96, plus 2 times 13 is 26, times 6 is 156. LA equals 252 square inches. Now, I want you to notice something, okay? I didn't quite leave a whole lot of room here, but I want you to notice something. I'm going to write the formula. Remember that surface area is, it's the area of all the surfaces. Lateral area is just the lateral sides. It doesn't include the base. So technically, you've already found part of surface area when you find lateral area. Watch the formula. Surface area equals 2 times length times width plus, what's the area for surface for lateral area?
252.
No, 2 times width times height plus 2 times length times height. Now look at this. Would you agree that this is the same as this right here?
Yeah.
Okay, watch.
Imagine.
So SA equals 2 times, what's your length?
13.
13. What's your width?
8.
8 plus 96 plus 156. You understand that?
No.
Because this is the same as this, you can just pull down these measurements right here that you found. When you multiply those and you multiply those. Okay? Or you can continue doing the other way if it confuses you.
Yeah, this confuses.
Okay? So when you go on and you multiply, you get 208 plus 96 plus 156. And so therefore surface area equals 460 square inches. So surface area is 460 square inches. Lateral area is 252 square inches. Okay, check your work on that one. See how you did.
Yay. I don't like it.
Okay? Okay, so now let's talk about the cube. You have two formulas. SA equals 6E squared.
Yeah.
And LA equals 4E squared. For those of you that did not do this one, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to practice this one before we go over the answer. Surface area for the cube here is 150 square miles. I'm sorry, cube. Yeah, we're not doing volume yet. Square miles. And 100 square miles. That's your answer. Okay? How did you do on that, guys?
I got it right.
I got it correct.
All right.
I did too. I got it real right.
Okay, now let's look at the next here, which is a cylinder. Here is your formula. SA is 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times radius times height. I've already filled in the numbers here, which is 2 times pi. Pi is 3.14 times the radius, which is 2, and the height is 8. Plus 2 times pi times the radius squared. SA equals,
Yeah, I can't read SA.
okay, equals 100.48
Thank you, Miss Odell.
plus 25.12.
Maybe. I don't know.
125.6 is your surface area here.
I put 60. Does that count? I put 1 if you're
That's fine. That's fine. You're gonna have, that's the same.
Can you give us time to write this down?
Okay, let's not talk, boys.
I'm still writing.
And I still do actually.
No, it's a fantastic idea.
Okay, notice here that this answer is the same to this answer here. Because lateral area, you're only finding a measurement of the lateral area, not the bases. Okay? When you're finding surface area, you're finding the area of everything. Okay? So it's 100, lateral area is 100.48 square inches. Okay?
I'm feeling bouncy today. I don't know why.
You're always done.
Good point.
Now,
And I'm always
the last three on this page, I'm not going to go over the answers with you, because if you haven't finished it, then I want you to finish those three for homework, and we'll go over those before we take the test, okay? So that will put us over to volume.
Is it okay? Is it okay to try to finish?
Yeah, you've got about 5 or 6 minutes that you can work on it right now.
You should listen.